And John Hopwood is here.
Hey, I got a trivia question. It has to do with the movies and John Wayne.
Oh,
Jesus, way.
Okay.
Oh, what was that?
Oh,
hey,
virtual John Hopwood butting in. Maybe
you're gonna get me like what was the guy's name? Yason?
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's not into the John Wayne discussion.
I hate being bored.
Oh my goodness! Well,
I'm getting the F-bombs. They're loading up here.
Well, oh my goodness!
No, grow up.
Well,
grow up. Live in the real world.
Now, virtual
this
John
is the
Hopwood,
real world.
Virtual John Hopwood is being very rude, and I apologize.
To the real John Hopwood.
I mean, yes, I know. I mean, that's the irony of it. I'll tell you. Wow.
Who said? This is a movie quote, and it's by a character who the actor who played him was nominated for an Oscar the same year Duke won his Oscar for True Grit. I ain't a real cowboy, but I am one hell of a stud.
Is that Ryan Gorman?
No, but it does sound like Ryan Gorman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll give you a clue. His daughter also won an Oscar, popularized tattoos, and was married to some blonde-haired actor who I couldn't stand.
Who gives a Who gives a damn?
I don't think virtual John Hopwood really appreciates your question.
Real John Hopwood doesn't never appreciate how obnoxious
oh my
John
goodness.
Hopwood was.
Well, hello to CK Trowbridge, who joins us in the Facebook live chat. My goodness. Well, what can you do? You sound upset with virtual John Hopwood.
Well, you know, we have talked about that. Listen, remember, like I said, get a virtual John Hopwood. And then when I heard him, I was like, good God.
Yes,
I had flashbacks.
Thank you.
Oh, are you out there?
It's
Daryl,
what?
just sit down for a second.
It's from what? Mint Bistro. Okay. Thank you, Daryl. Daryl Dion is... Oh, yeah. Well,
I already had my taco.
He had some tacos earlier.
Come
Thank
back.
you.
We're trying to talk about John Wayne, and he's not interested.
Daryl Dion just brought me a taco. That's wonderful.
How can somebody be interested in John Wayne?
Oh, my God. I'm so devastated.
Wow. Boy.
That F-bomb keeps loading up.
I don't know.
You better keep a finger on the button.
On the dump button?
The stick it sucks.
Well, I will. I will do that. Oh, my goodness. Boy, you and virtual John Hopwood just don't see eye to eye.
Geez, when I first heard, because I had heard about it, because, you know, I hadn't been listening to the show, and
yes.
Then I heard that. I can't remember where you were using it. And
yeah.
It was like, my God.
Oh, wow.
It triggered the old...
You don't have anything to say.
Oh, my God.
I have lots to say.
He's very mean to you.
That was...
about 7 or 8 inches.
And he brags.
What?
He's a braggart. Virtual John Hopwood.
I thought it was 5 in the slack.
Oh, about 7 or 8 inches.
Well, that's not what he says.
Well, he's a liar.
Oh, okay.
The only way, we won't get into that.
All right, well.
Jeez, how much dope have you smoked? I mean, you know.
Not enough.
Hardy, right? God.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Virtual John Hopwood is just being very aggressive today.
What about virtual John Hopwood?
I haven't heard from him yet today, but
where did he come from?
CK Trowbridge says you all are making me hungry. Off to lunch. All right,
for
CK.
tacos or hot dogs?
Oh, well,
we don't discriminate. There must be something in between, right?
Right. Well, I suppose
the genderless food stuff.
Yes. Well,
and my bowels were in an uproar. You can see it on the show.
Yeah, you had a
That's why one taco's enough for me.
Right, exactly. I think you've learned your lesson.
Thought I had like $6 in my pocket.
Oh,
and I can call in for the pepperoni pizza later.
All right, I think we've heard enough of virtual John Hopwood.
Why is he making you hungry with all the food talk?
Pizza makes me fall asleep.
Does it?
Yeah,
because it's too heavy, the cheese.
And it also gets my bowels in an uproar.
Right. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen to virtual John Hopwood, of course, because he's virtual.
My neurons weren't wired on a matrix from a gambling program used on your social media. I mean, my God.
Well, I'm not sure if that's true with virtual John Hopwood.
I would use the word algorithm.
Right.
Virtual John Hopwood is so old. It's old-fashioned.
I know.
Although algorithm's even more old-fashioned, but yet it's hip nowadays. Can we use the word hip?
You can use
You
hip
like
or,
hep.
or hep, yes.
You like hep.
Yes. Well,
And then there's hop.
yeah, yes. You're very critical of Virtual
wow.
John Hopwood.
I hear that the
I'm
real...
not an imbecile.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Sometimes you can be, John. And I hear that the real John Hopwood is going to challenge the 2 mayoral candidates to appear on the morning show on alternate Fridays and sing karaoke with him.
Wow, no kidding.
yeah.
That's phenomenal.
I don't know who came up with that idea, but, you know,
Right.
why not?
Right, yes. Well, I agree.
Daryl, how many tacos have you had? That's only well, I've only had one, too.
Yes.
I had a good fish taco from Margarita's downstairs.
Oh, wow.
I wound up eating part of the foil.
Oh, I don't, I don't, I don't like fish. Ugh. Well, I'll tell you.
When
Like-
do the food stamps? You can go down and pick up your cheese now.
Oh, my. The Virtual John Hopwood continues to talk about food.
It was very nasally in that one.
Yes, yes. Well,
Your allergies are acting up too, huh?
oh, my allergies have been terrible. Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, my allergies have been, has been awful.
You're not funny. You're not anything. You're just a zero.
Oh, I don't know who he was talking to that time.
I think it was Yason.
Now, who's Yason? I'm not familiar with Yason.
The guy that Virtual John Hopwood was parrying that day.
Oh, right. Yes.
The guy who got him the F-bomb.
Oh,
Was
right.
an it was an F-bomb.
Yes, that's true. I don't think you're supposed to swear.
Aren't you supposed to swear now?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't understand why this guy Yason, I heard something very creative the other day about this amoeba boy.
Oh,
And,
careful. He gets very upset. That's very hurtful
amoeba boy?
if you call him an amoeba. Daryl Dion from the morning show is here.
I'm sure Daryl Dion has seen a John Wayne movie in a theater.
I don't know who that is, and I don't care.
Oh, my goodness. Virtual John Hopwood is very rude to our guests.
You're not only a Philistine, but a helot, Matty C.
Come say it to my face.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Matt.
That's the John Hopwood you and I know.
Right,
Who likes
yes.
to be in combat. Because I'm friends with Jeff Cassell now. We'll have a few laughs about
Yeah, well, let's say it. Come and say it in person.
Wow.
We have a few laughs because he'd seen it all.
Yes.
He'd been up at the VA hospital.
Right, of course, yes.
I wonder if your son's, Ben's never seen a John Wayne movie in a theater. He wasn't around when they were in the theater.
Probably not.
They're
Probably not.
releasing the True Grit.
The true
on May
Grit.
5th.
As far as
and
I'm
May 8th.
concerned, there's only one.
Yeah, and the remake was like a shot-for-shot remake. And as good as Jeff Bridges is, he's a treasure in himself.
Absolutely.
But John Wayne was John Wayne,
Can you
The-
see them on
the Duke.
You see these on TV probably? I would assume?
No, I guess you could.
I know what's on the TV.
Remember we talked about how that's triggering.
What the knowing what's on the TV?
Yes.
I hate being bored.
Okay. Well,
Classic ADHD, right?
right. Yes. Well.
We got a hell of a crowd outside.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
well, that's good. I'm glad it's a success. I wondered with the rain. Peter White is supposed to be calling in at some point. He is, of course, the
judge.
yes, and our taco correspondent.
I'll send him a message.
But and I found his hat earlier in the restroom.
Did you?
So
In the restroom?
So I brought his hat.
You mean the Glen R. J. Olette Memorial Outhouse?
No. I mean the bathroom here.
Where the flower pot maiden set up shop for his tacos?
No, I don't know about that.
My brain is clogged with all sorts of stuff. Twinkies.
Oh, you know what happened?
Virtual John talks about food all the time. Yes, go
I was
ahead.
going up to the VA because I'm now like the VA correspondent for Carol Robideau, Manchester Inkling.
Yes, congratulations.
Car overheated, so I eventually waited, open up the cap, which, it's a new type of system. Oh my God, there was this plug of like orangey red grunge in there. No wonder why the heater was acting up all.
Probably.
Once I took it out, I had heat.
What was it? Cheese?
Oh, it was disgusting.
Orangey red grunge?
I still have some of it on
What
my
kind
hand.
of car are we talking about?
2006 Chevy Impala, great car. Never had any trouble with it. One of the GM after the GM recovered and
Okay, so did the cooling system go funky?
well, they didn't have the $100 to have it flushed out, and then I was going to do it myself, and we got the cold snap, and you can't do it. So
It's a little tough. It's really tough.
yeah, but I
Jackass.
I've been called worse, virtual John Hopwood.
Since the inception of the emission control system, people generally can't work on their own cars.
Right. Oh, yeah. You can't even get your
The
hands
wrench
into
has
them.
been taken out of all those backyard mechanics.
When I was a kid in the 60s, my father, that's how he relaxed. And he once had me and my brother, we did a $300 car and then sold it working on it. But,
Those are the days you could lift the hood and see the engine.
and there was all junkyard. There was a junkyard in Goffstown. You could just go right up there and get parts. Because a General Motors car, no matter what, you could get a part for it.
Absolutely.
But you could just get your body and sling it in there. But when anybody's father was working on a car like on a Saturday, every kid was out gathered around looking in. I was fascinated by cars.
Yeah, my brother was. I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't?
No, I was in. Strangely enough, I was in the car business for 25 years, and I hate cars.
You hate what was your?
I worked in service.
What was your mark dealer?
Oh, many. I worked at Mercedes, Honda, Cadillac, Oldsmobile.
So you were the
I was all
top.
over the place.
Yeah, my stepmother was an executive at General Motors, but the final one was GMC and Oldsmobile, and I can't remember. Cadillac, I don't think was part of it, but Pontiac won over. They always had these divisions.
Yeah.
Well, you're not a car person. Remember the
Who gives a damn?
Oh, you weren't a car person. So.
No. My brother loved cars.
Oh, I love them too. And
You're a bore. You don't have anything to say. You're not funny. You're not anything. You're
here's
just a
somebody that
zero.
doesn't know John Wayne. He doesn't like cars.
That's true.
You're
I,
stupid.
But you're an Uber
jackass.
driver.
No, well,
Nice
But-
hat.
Oh, everybody's got. I could put on a hat too, and then all four because Peter White left his hat. I could put this on,
I'll send him a message.
and then we all have hats.
call in.
So Ben
But,
Dion is here as well. So
I'll just say the late '60s, those muscle cars, they were beautiful, just
yeah.
beautiful works of art.
Wow.
And I think a lot of people in the '60s and '50s, the fathers of the baby boom generation, they loved their cars more than they loved their wives.
I think in some instances you're right.
oh my goodness, that's terrible.
Jeez, did you have to smoke that crap too?
Wow.
Both were equally as difficult.
Well, that's geez. So
Oh boy! Wow! What a stunning life you must have. What a stunning worldview.
Oh, this is
we
getting
should-
a little old.
we should explain to Ben that the computer's been taken over by virtual John Hopwood now.
What happened
Oh,
to?
jeez.
And he's been tangling with the real human John Hopwood. It's quite
I'm ready to
no-win
I've been ready
situation.
to f-bomb.
it's
many
quite
times.
it's quite. Well, I don't think you're allowed to.
Aren't you supposed to swear on?
No, we
No swearing.
cannot do that.
No swearing.
And I have to hit the dump button.
The last thing about cars, I could always tell the social class of anybody if they could fix a car. Because if you brought up middle class or lower middle class, working class, but lower middle class, you had to fix the car because you inherited the family bomb, and you could keep it going with a screwdriver and a few wrenches.
That's
But
it.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
It's sad. It's sad because it took out a whole industry.
Oh yeah, a great
just
auto
wiped it out.
mechanic.
Wiped it out.
Yeah.
My brother was
Jesus,
a mechanic for
buddy.
years, and his transition into the computerized car was unsuccessful.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You have to have training. You have to go to school. You have to learn how the computer works, how to plug
all
in
the
systems
certifications.
checks. Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's a different
he was
world.
a good mechanic until then.
And my mechanic that dates back when, he was my mechanic when I left, and now I'm back. He was working on a Beamer, and he said it's just like a cash cow in many ways. When something goes wrong in that, it's like a fortune. But they are beautiful cars.
I'm taking my hat off to you. You got me.
Hey, there's Ben. Who are you guys having on tonight?
I'll tell you what.
Not John Hopwood.
No.
Whoa!
How about virtual John?
What about virtual John Hopwood? Because if he just takes over
I don't
the
know if we
computer,
could handle
Oh
that.
wow! Yeah.
Hey, you heard Carol. She's shepherding me towards a more positive,
All right.
what would you call it? Point of view.
yes. Well, I think that's wonderful. Are you are you writing for? Why are you laughing? Are you writing for?
Because you guys have never seen a positive John Hopwood.
I didn't know that
only,
existed.
fought.
He did that
on
one
the
time.
side of the guy.
Are you writing for Manchester Inklink on a regular basis?
Yes.
Excellent. Like
That's
how
awesome.
Like how regular? Like every
Well,
every
you
week,
put
or?
stuff in the pipeline.
Oh.
She's published something. I have 3 pieces. There was one today about the clothesline project, which we can. That's worthy of a show. It's about.
Well, hold that thought because we have a call.
Okay.
Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, Matt, it's Peter White. How you doing? How you guys doing?
All right.
It's our taco correspondent.
The
How are
king.
you, sir?
the king,
We're
buddy.
good. We're in the limo. We have a few contest winners here. We got Adam Furious from Rock 101. We got
Great.
Trevor.
Oh, I know Adam.
So far, we've had about, what'd you say, Adam, 20? About 20 tacos.
Wow.
Yike.
Do you eat them all?
And I'll tell you what, we're feeling it already.
Wow. You probably had enough tacos to make Eric Gagnon cry.
Right.
Wow.
You're absolutely right.
He was outside.
But we do
Was
have,
he?
He was outside,
We do have
yeah.
some drinks flying around also in this limousine that you're seeing flying around.
Are you
taco
downstairs?
store. So it's all working out, guys.
Excellent.
Wow. Very nice. Very nice.
But do you eat all the taco, or are you just eating a portion?
Well, I was hungry at first, John. I was hungry. I didn't eat all day, so
Yeah.
I ate pretty well at first. Now I'm just taking bites.
Right.
Good job. Good job.
Are you
Yeah,
going to eat
there's
them
no
all?
way you could do it.
Are you going to sample
But
every
it's
one?
fantastic. I'm going to tell you some of the good ones that I think we've had so far.
Yeah.
Kasaki Japanese food there over on Lake Avenel.
Oh, wow.
Great dessert taco at Baked.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's really filling up down here. So
Very nice.
A lot
Very
of fun.
nice. Good.
Have you been up to Republic? Which you must have been there because they had
we
a great
have
one a
been
few
to
years ago.
Republic. We have, and that was good too. I forget. I have a list here, but I'm having a hard time reading it.
When did you guys start drinking?
Oh no, we haven't really been drinking heavily, but there there are refreshments here.
Excellent.
Well, very good.
Yeah, it's good. But like I said, I think Kasaki so far has been my favorite so far.
Cool.
Can we make book on that?
Oh, I
Can you what?
I don't think there's no wagering.
There's no wagering
No,
on these?
no wagering.
No wagering.
Very, very important. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, no wagering. But it's fun. We're on Hanover Street right now, heading up Hanover, getting out of the way here. When we stop, we usually get about 5 different tacos, and we just kind of chill out and eat the tacos. So it's a lot of fun, though.
Yes, it is. I'll bet.
I wouldn't imagine you can chill out for too long, though, if you got 69 places
who's
to
there?
hit.
'Cause I'm having a hard time hearing you. Is John Hopwood there?
John Hopwood is here. We also have
Okay, I heard him.
We also have virtual John Hopwood,
What a jackass.
Okay.
and Ben and Daryl Dion are here as well.
Oh, Ben and Daryl Dion.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I love those two.
Yes.
I didn't like the way you said that, Peter.
Yeah, I noticed.
What do you
Many
mean?
beers.
Ben
and
and
Daryl
Daryl Dion. Sounded very condescending.
Oh, and I think Easy G just stopped in.
Oh, really? Yeah, he yelled at me across the thing. It was all of a sudden I heard, "Hey!"
Yeah.
And don't
It
forget,
was easy.
don't forget at 6 o'clock, Glenn and his virtual children will be descending on the taco.
All right, listen, we're getting another load of tacos here, so I got to go, guys.
Enjoy.
But, listen, have a great show. Have fun, and we'll have all the results tomorrow.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Peter.
Peter White, thank
All
you so
right.
much.
Have
Bye-bye.
a great day, guys.
You too. Bye-bye. All right, Peter White from the Morning Show with Peter White and our taco correspondent today. Very exciting.
I was hoping Daryl was going to have what is it, Brussels sprout taco, for like WMNH.
Yeah.
I just had some at the North End Bistro. They're so good.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't been
Had
there.
some at the Foundry as well.
Oh, cool.
Foundry was excellent. Really good.
We
I
should
definitely,
do a taco.
I have herpes.
A hairpiece?
What? I don't know
He
what.
has a hairpiece?
Who has a hairpiece?
Who
I
has
don't
a
know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
What are you
I thought
talking
I heard hairpiece.
You just, God, you're
you know.
strange. You just say weird stuff.
I have tinnitus. I'm not an imbecile. No, but I have tinnitus.
I'm going to have
All
to
right.
use those on my show.
Oh, well.
I have to use
The
those.
thing is, I mean, if it happens,
They're
it happens.
triggering.
He just takes over like Hal from 2001. Virtual John Hopwood, virtual Dave Ridley, the ghost of John McCain. It's like I'm never by myself in this room anymore.
That's good.
Yeah, it's remarkable. We're a little unsure, though. We were talking about it the other day about the ghost of John McCain.
Yep.
Because someone was speculating that, it was Father Bruno Sarducci when he called in. We were trying to figure out, like, what happens, because he's in purgatory right now, we're thinking.
You think?
And then eventually, once he's done there and moves on to heaven, will he cease to haunt the studio?
Probably
John
not.
McCain or
Yeah,
Guido Sarducci?
No, the ghost of John McCain. I'm not sure how all this works. I've never been dead.
Well, you go through the Bardo.
You go the Bardo.
Bardo for
What's-
it's usually around like 45, 60 days, but it can stretch about 2 years.
Oh, geez,
if
it
you've
seems-
been particularly wicked.
It seems like the ghost of John McCain has been here for months and months, but he was very pro-war. So he's got a lot to answer for. And he clearly was not a war hero.
He was a warrior.
I mean, clearly. So I don't mean to, I don't know. Am I being too edgy?
Jesus, buddy.
Yeah, the virtual John Hopwood thinks I'm getting a little carried away, I guess. I still don't know what's in the box. You have not told us what is in
I
the
was
box.
about to ask.
Yes.
Those cookies?
It is an amoeba-like creature I found in the woods.
Oh my goodness, is that Yuglis? Did you guys?
Yuglis?
Did you guys hear Yuglis call my show the other day?
No.
He's a woodland creature. He called, and he did say he was going to be stopping by.
What is that?
Yeah,
I like the
It's a
sound.
big cup.
a big cup.
Where'd you get that?
Aquarius.
That's a giant cup.
Where'd you get that?
Probably at some place like Walmart.
You don't know where you got it?
That's kind of
I
weird.
got it so long ago, I don't remember.
Oh,
And you're just unwrapping it now?
No, I'm sending it to my ex-girlfriend.
oh, okay.
My brain is clogged with all sorts of stuff. Twinkies.
Those light bulbs?
No, I was sending her another one, too.
Jeez.
So you're sending her light bulbs and a giant mug?
How many mugs does she need?
It's the thought that counts.
Absolutely.
You're a newlywed now. I've known this dame for 15 years or so.
Oh,
Oh, jeez, it's been besmirched.
oh
It's
no.
a good thing I didn't send.
Oh,
And
This one's Mrs. Always Right. I'll sell it to you for $6 so I can just pick up some tacos.
No.
I think I got it for like $2.
wow.
Mrs. Always Right. If you want to have a happy life, this should be your mantra.
See, I don't need a mug.
Always right.
I don't need a mug to say that. I just always treat her right. So I don't
No,
need that.
she's
Oh.
always right.
I know she's always right.
There you go.
know.
It took me many years.
I take
to
my advice from Jerry Seinfeld on
meet Steinfeld.
on comedians in cars getting coffee. You guys ever see that show?
Oh yeah, I love it.
That's my favorite thing. Him and I think it was
Sorry.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus he had on the show, and
some great episodes.
they were talking about marriage, and his advice was, his wife says, "You're wrong," and he just goes, "I know."
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. Jeez, how much dope have you smoked? I mean, hardy, hard, right?
Wow. Virtual John Hopwood is really surly.
He's off the rails, man.
I know. Oh my goodness.
I'm glad I don't have to live with him.
I know that would be terrible. Wow.
If intelligence was electricity, this guy couldn't
I don't
spark a
think you should
firefly's
play
ass.
that one.
Oh no. Why? That
He
was that was a clever line.
Jonathan or whoever it was that called was right. I heard that one from my father in 1966.
Oh really? Yeah. It did sound a bit dated, but that's all right. I thought it was funny.
Everything old is new again.
Right. Yes.
Like John Wayne.
Oh, like John Wayne, yes. Yes. We had a fascinating discussion about John Wayne earlier. The listeners loved it. Did you guys hear earlier in the show one of Glenn's adopted sons from Ghana called?
No, I did not.
Yeah, Little Meat. It was great. He's it was nice to speak with him. He talked about Daddy Glenn.
He spoke some Swahili, which is not normally spoken in Ghana.
Right. Yeah, it was very exciting.
Really?
Oh yeah. I don't know why that's funny, Daryl. It's Glenn is multicultural.
Apparently.
I mean, he adopts American children too.
Well,
I
that's
thought he was
good.
bicultural. Quebec and
Oh, well, you might be thinking
the
of,
United States.
You might be thinking of something else. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been thinking about John Wayne, but nobody wants to
Jesus,
talk about it.
buddy.
well, yeah, I mean, John Wayne is a fascinating topic, but
It actually is, and is burning up the social media.
is it really?
Somewhat.
Whoa, wow. Okay.
Well, it's more fun to talk about than Robert E. Lee. He never owned slaves.
John Wayne never owned slaves?
No, he didn't.
Are you sure? I have a terrible feeling someday we're going to find out that he did.
I know why Trump doesn't talk about John Wayne. Do you know why?
No.
You never hear him talk about John Wayne. His two wives were Mexican. That's true.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Well, they spent so much time shooting the movies. Well, see, now I'm going to get into that. I know everything about. I've written over 600 biographies
Yes.
on the Internet Movie Database. They did. They shot a lot of movies down in Mexico because it was cheaper.
Right.
And a couple of cinematographers and a lot of the actors were actually big stars in Mexico. I know a lot about Mexican cinema too. Of course, I can't speak Spanish. Can did you learn Spanish?
No. I took
Really?
French in high school.
My father told me in 1973, learn Spanish, not French. It's the language of the future. But who listens to their father, right? Right,
well,
Daryl?
Jack, you're exactly right.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I like Virtual John over there.
I don't.
well, he just he haunts the. Ooh, what's that?
It's virtual Brendan.
Oh no, he's
Is that the end, Jim Morrison?
Bill. Oh, it's a big Bill's Donuts. Bill's Donuts is back, baby. That's wonderful. Great work.
Oh, the wasabi.
Looks great.
Yes.
Looks
Great.
fantastic.
Yes.
The coleslaw, Joe Lavasser is suing for the intellectual property rights because Bill stole his recipe for the coleslaw.
Oh wow. I know Glenn.
Theo's has the best coleslaw.
You think?
I love coleslaw.
I know Glenn enjoys the sausage cruller.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, it's not on there, but
Sausage
should be.
cruller.
Oh, it is delicious. I'll have to admit.
What
Wow.
is Heidi Hamer like?
I don't know. I've never even met Heidi. Why are you asking me?
Well, I thought she's your pen pal or something.
Heidi Hamer?
Gives a Who gives a damn?
Apparently, virtual John Hopwood doesn't care what Heidi Hamer likes.
I've known her since 1964.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, so you should know what she likes.
I don't know what she likes in crullers.
Oh, well, why don't you ask her?
Maybe she'll call in.
Oh.
I don't know who that is, and I don't care. All right, the Dions are here. Let's have them say a few words.
Yes. What would you?
No, grow up.
What do you?
Grow up. Live in the real world.
What do you have coming
I
up?
made money writing about
I don't
movies.
think we even need a guest. I'm just going to play Virtual John Hopwood.
Well, if he decides to interject, I mean, there's not much that
Seriously.
there's not much you can do about it. I mean, he just, what can I say? What do you guys have
I'm
coming?
not an imbecile.
What do you guys have coming up on the weekly Die-On tonight?
Well, this week we have Amber Cannon. She's from Uncharted Tutoring. She does some work with art and science. And
Is that Ryan Gorman?
No, what's her name?
Where'd you get that one?
That's a good one.
Yeah, but it's not Ryan Gorman. It's Amber something, right?
Amber Cannon.
Yeah. Virtual John Hopwood doesn't listen very well.
Doesn't follow along.
No,
He's got
no.
tinnitus
No.
and other problems.
Yeah, so it should be pretty good. I met her about a month ago at an event, and her program is in some of the schools and after school program.
Oh.
So I believe she went to school for art. So we'll talk about some art and science, and I think she brought some stuff for us to take a look at too. I think she left her bag outside the door. So
Was that hers?
I think so. Yeah.
I wondered what that was.
pretty sure
actually.
that's hers.
Actually, I thought that was John's.
I'm assuming she's
No.
at the taco tour. So we'll be talking about the taco tour a little bit too.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
What kind of bag?
Delicioso.
Yeah.
What kind of what?
What kind of bag?
Just a bag.
I have a box.
Right. No, out there's a bag. I think there were two bags.
I think
weren't
I think it's her
I think there
stuff.
were two.
there? Yeah.
Is she a bag lady?
No.
No, she's the nice
Here's
lady.
like a poster child of, well, everybody in the world thinks fatuous white guys, Americans are imbeciles and privileged and just plain worthless.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
What's
Virtual
that
John
about?
Hopwood. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. What does that
I
have
think
to
that's
do?
the best part is you don't know the context,
Right.
but
yeah.
it could, knowing
Sounds like Trump I'm talking
knowing
about.
John, it could be anything.
Right. That's true.
I can tell you it wasn't about Joyce Craig.
Fair enough.
Well, good.